Hello. I have Ellie here today with me.
Oh.
She's off camera, but what's up, Benjamin? I need to scoot this over so I can see chat. Cannot. I'm trying different. I'm switching up my screens, but I don't know if it's gonna be ideal. But I'll, like look into another room just to see chat. It's whatever. So, this game is pretty cool. I've put like what 13 hours into it. Ish. Go from the other room. Well, at least I scooted over a little bit, so at least when somebody does say something.
Oh, that was the thing you said looked like a baylet.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Looked kind of like a. I don't know. Every time I see something that looks like a baylet, I assume it's intentional, just because it's such an iconic piece of media.
I mean, the like black and white detailed horror is very Berserk in general.
Yeah. I don't really remember where I left off because it's been a few days. But this game is quite a bit of fun.
We must prepare to pay any price.
I have so many questions about this religion.
Me too. Hey Kryptonite, what's up? So if either of you are interested in getting a copy of the game, just let me know, and I'll add you to the list.
Is where you die.
The game is on sale, so I figured I'd hand it out to somebody. So there's a timeline at the bottom, which shows the order of the units. And actions inflict different amounts of delay in the timeline. Yeah, it depends on a couple things. So you can use two. So by default, a turn is 50 units, but you can take 2 turns at once, which will set you back 100 units instead. And then this enemy just did a delayed action, so it ended his turn, but he's going to attack all of these red squares, unless I do something about it. And so his delayed action is at 58, so I have plenty of time to interrupt him. It wasn't showing the full cursor. Did you name your units? I've named these 3 units. There are. It has a pretty small list of random number or random names in the pool, and that kind of bothers me. Like, I wish I had more names. But also kind of lame, a lot of them. A lot of them are just like not actual names. So I've renamed the ones that I like a lot. It's also, so your units carry over between playthroughs to an extent. It's really interesting. So this game expects that you get a lot of game overs. You get a game over and then you reset, and when you reset, you can revive daughters from previous playthroughs. I didn't really like it at first because the game is really hard until you start resetting your playthrough and actually getting game overs. But knowing that you can just bring your daughters back in the next playthrough makes it worth it. Yeah, I think Wildermyth does something similar, but it's been a long time since I've played that. Big on the grayscale. Yeah, that can be a turnoff. That makes sense.
I have mixed feelings just because I feel like it's hard to discern what the shapes are, at least for me.
Yeah, this screen is also not the best.
That's fair.
For us.
It is really impressive, though, how they make a turn-based game scary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of the monsters you fight are just terrifying looking.
Even the way the characters move. Like, I feel like they have to imbue horror into all the little things.
I just recently discovered the characters I'm playing as, there are enemy types that have the same... Like, you can fight daughters as well that end up getting corrupted. Does make it, like, hard to see. Yeah. I wish I could help with that. But I don't think there's anything I can do.
Heather reminds me a lot of the only character I ever mained in League, Misfortune. I like the double pistols.
Usually don't like guns in these kinds of games, but the Soul Slingers in this game, they're pretty badass.
I was just talking about doing a Fire Emblem run with all women, but that's basically just this game.
Yeah, basically.
Tread them down.
They come. They always come.
This is also like a really easy fight, so we haven't seen anything challenging yet.
I cared for them.
So the only way to heal your characters is by sacrificing another character that is equal or higher leveled than the character that's getting healed. And there's 2 difficulty modes, so you can actually turn that off, kind of. If you have the difficulty mode, your daughters just heal 50% HP each day. But this is the normal, harder difficulty.
We must prepare for the next.
These voice lines really leave a lot to the imagination, and I have so many questions.
The story is very abstract. Like, I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if there's a cap on how many daughters you can have at a time. You seem to be able to have a lot. But you can, like, rename them and change, like, their hairstyle and the way they look at any time, which is pretty cool.
This is really random, but the ones you didn't rename, the ones that just came with those names, are Prudence, Joy, and Melody, right?
Right.
Are all of their auto-generated names nouns?
Yes, I believe so.
Interesting.
If not, then just almost all of them. I believe usually.
I mean,
But
what was that guy in Game of Thrones? He didn't seem very limited at all.
Craster.
Yeah.
Not at all. Shadowround is just busted. It's like it chains off of Shadowround is like you use a skill and then an ally attacks. If an ally attacks, then you attack in reaction to your ally attacking. But if it'll react to an ally's shadow round as well, So if you have 2 units with Shadow Round active, and one of them with Shadow Round makes a regular attack, the other unit's Shadow Round will activate, and then the original unit's Shadow Round will activate on. So it will be 3 attacks with 2 units with 1 attack in it. It's just, it's
That's
so
so
busted.
broken.
I'll try to pull it off so you guys can see it. Fatigue system. You can only use one, like each unit can only be used once per day. So yeah, there's a little sleeping symbol next to the first 3 that I used. So yeah. Oh, I skipped one.
I really like the sound design so far.
Mm-hmm. Are you forced to battle multiple times a day? You only have to battle once a day, and then you can move on to the next day. And if you don't like your run, you can just end it at any point in time by hitting next recollection, and then it will start. It'll start over basically. Certain skills cost a percentage of your
Only
HP,
language they understand is destruction.
which is something to think carefully about because it's hard to heal people, generally speaking.
Joy will walk these streets again.
Probably should have swapped these teams. Used my better team on this map.
Striking.
Are they just like born with a weapon that they're meant to use, or can you assign a class?
You can't change them after. But you can choose. So like when you first start a run, that gives you one of each of the 3, and then when you germinate a new daughter, you can choose what class they are. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Showing up to kill monsters in the streets for no particular reason, or is there a reason you need? Yeah, that's the confusing part. I don't fully understand the story because there isn't much.
Germinate.
Yeah, it's called germinating. You germinate the
It
daughters.
is strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
Would it bother you if I looked up a little bit of the lore?
No.
I'm just
Not at all.
like really curious.
It's definitely not something to worry about, like in terms of spoilers. Like I don't care about spoilers, but goddamn.
I love that theory, kryptonite.
Yeah. So I think there's been a plague. There's a plague. And there's this eternal fight between what are called as the others and the daughters. The first boss you fight is like a surgeon, and he's like cutting people open and experimenting on them. I think he's like trying to find a cure for the plague, but he's like extremely messed up.
I didn't realize this was a French game.
Me neither.
The French are really coming out with some interesting stuff.
Kind of makes sense, given all the names. A lot of the names come across
Yeah.
as French to me.
That's fair. Égalité, fraternité. Let's see.
Non-colorblind people. Others and daughters. So there used to be mothers. Interesting. There's one mother, I believe.
Benjamin, I love that theory too, because this is something that I nerd about a lot. The way that we perceive colors and textures and things changes culturally. And so, like, this genuinely would be an interesting analysis of how this reflects their culture. The ancient Greeks saw fewer colors than we did. They didn't see in black and white, but they did see fewer colors.
I revel in her strength.
They come. They always come.
Yeah, Benjamin, that is part of it, is like, I believe in Russian, there's like 2 words for blue, and Russians genuinely can perceive more shades of blue than we can, just like scientifically. And it's similar, but obviously, you know, as strange as that is, Russians are existing right now, and so like imagine how different something thousands of years old could have been. Like, if you've ever read the Odyssey for high school, that was written in ancient Greek, and you'll notice that they don't put a whole lot of emphasis on color. It's mostly about texture. And they call the sea the color of wine, which obviously the ocean is not red, but it's because it was dark.
Shred them down.
Russian blue and Prussian blue. You know, I'm not sure, but that would be really funny. It's also sort of a similar thing to the movie Arrival. That obviously is an exaggerated circumstance that could never happen. But the idea of a language portraying time differently, that is something that actually exists. Ancient Hebrew, for example, doesn't have past, present, and future. It has perfect and imperfect. And it genuinely affects how they thought about time.
Memories hurt.
I'm sorry. I will stop.
No, don't be sorry.
Memories
I'm not great at focusing on chat and game at the same time sometimes, so
Flesh is its canvas.
I appreciate it.
Oh, interesting. The daughters are images of mother at different points in her life.
Hmm,
Yeah.
know that.
That's why it's called a recollection.
Yeah,
Memories.
there's a massive emphasis on memories. Because there's recollection, which is the run that you're on. There's remembrances, which did I say that right? Remembrances. There's which are like permanent buffs that you can activate. That exist. So that's why you can get a game over, and then the next time you do it, it's way easier because you
Right.
unlocked remembrances. And then there's memories, which you assign to skills that just buff your daughter's attacks.
It's like a really twisted version of Groundhog's Day. Like, every day you're coming back to do the same thing, but you're a little stronger.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Hey Fujin, what's up? Fujin already has this game, I think. So.
I 100% agree, Benjamin. It also 100% should go into how we translate ancient texts, and I'm tired of people not bringing that into the conversation.
Yeah, this game is great. I mean, I've only started it recently, but it's great. It was frustrating at first, but I just had to realize that I couldn't win on my first try, and then I had to get dude, there was, okay, I'm on the third era. I don't know how many there are, like 5, 6 maybe, I don't know. But there's a boss at every era, and did they even deal damage? I do not see it did not deal damage. I couldn't see the number, I just saw that his health bar was not moving. He has a ridiculous amount of armor. That sucks. Can't stay for long. No worries. Time is against you. That is true. I missed you too. I have not obviously been. My last stream was exactly 3 months ago. Apparently. Oh, that's way too much. But I was up against this boss, and I ended up losing to him, and he had like 100 something left HP, which is really frustrating because, oh my god, 16. 100 is not a lot. 16 is ridiculously small. It's so frustrating. I lost to this boss, and it was upsetting because I had to start over. Hey James, what's up? I am planning on handing out a free. Nobody's opted in yet. I plan on handing out a free copy of the game. If anybody's interested, just let me know. I'll be doing I'll be pulling a random number at the end of the stream. Figure out who gets it.
Unnecessary.
So I did look up a summary of the lore, but I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty esoteric.
Yeah.
But it makes more sense of all the nouns flying about, so.
How foolish my fears.
Yeah, I don't think I can give you a second copy of the game, Fusion. I'm getting over the. Yeah, no, I get that. That's fair, Benjamin. I got a lot to play already. Okay.
She comes ever closer to what I was. Suffering sends monsters. We will send our daughters.
So just as a like very brief summary.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Mother, and her other is Memory. Child is like the big bad, and his other is Suffering. Okay. And so Suffering is trying to ruin the world, and Mother is trying to prevent that. Mm-hmm. Also, Child is the chosen one. I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah, I've heard that term thrown around. Who's your mysterious guest today? This is my girlfriend.
Hello.
Her name is Allie. Her name is also Pork Cutlet Bowl. Have you seen that in the Discord or on YouTube?
I haven't been in the Discord lately. I feel really bad.
Neither have I, to be honest. But
in a wild time.
I love Suffering. Well, yeah.
I have great news. According to what I'm reading about the lore, I believe Suffering is allowed to exist in unreality. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just not in reality.
Yeah.
It is nice to meet you too, Fujin. I've heard a lot about you. Kryptonite, you and I have playfully argued several times. You proposed. Yes. I mean, I haven't proposed to him, so like that's still you and him.
Sorry, Fujin.
I'm already broken.
We can share them on the weekends. I work every other weekend, so Fujin, this is perfect. The weekends I don't work, I can have him, and the other weekends you can have him.
They are waiting for you. Welcome to your new home.
Oh, so I was telling Romeo about this game, and then I saw that he has this in his inventory as well, or in his library. So Romeo also has this game.
Do you know if he's played it ever?
He's not. He probably doesn't even know that he had it, because I think I brought it up and he's like, Othercide. Like, he hadn't even heard of it. Which is funny, to say the least. Does it have multiplayer? Unfortunately not. Though, there's always makeshift. multiplayer. I could theoretically hand Ellie a controller and she could theoretically play. Although,
Yeah, let's leave that in theory.
yeah, theoretically. Unfortunately, most maps take 3 daughters. Some take 4. So we want to hop into probably Humble Bundle. Yeah, I didn't even know he was gonna stream. That kind of came out of nowhere. Yeah. I'm just gonna let them come to me, you know? Why go anywhere?
I was just saying I want to see Michael and Romeo interact more. So I do hope they streaming too.
Yeah. I threw out the idea of starting echoes. I'm not sure if you saw that message. But...
It's funny, when Michael and I met, he described Romeo as a god among men and told me I would never replace him. And I said I didn't intend to, but it's very cute.
A bitter victory.
Don't. Memories hurt.
Oh no, I 100% agree.
Root for them.
I met Romeo, he is a god among men, and I could never replace him.
Memories hurt.
He's an interesting character.
I don't have anything to live up to because because I try not to compare myself to Romeo, because if I did, I think I'd get sad. Romeo is god among men. I'm a mere mortal. Healthy social interactions. That is a leap. That's a leap for sure.
Fujin, I don't get out of the house. I don't talk to anybody.
I will give you stable relationship, but
Maybe social interaction, singular.
with me,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fair. And most of my social interaction now is at work, which sucks.
Mm-hmm. I do talk to you. More than I talk to the vast majority of people I know. People say that we need social interaction to survive, and I don't know about that. I've been doing just fine. Well, for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine, guys, I promise. Did he just attack me?
I've been reading.
You know, this is actually confusing. I don't know why they're getting a second turn. Because I didn't use up 2 turns for all of these people.
The enemies do just keep acting.
Yeah.
Why won't they stop?
I don't know. It's a little irritating.
I'm really into horror this week because I've been reading a bunch of H.P. Lovecraft, and I'm I'm really feeling the vibe.
Don't want to take all that damage.
I could not protect me.
Impressive.
I have also questions about who this nun is that narrates everything.
Mm-hmm.
Is she mother, or is she a representative of mother?
I don't know.
Don't. Memories hurt.
Yes, you do, Fujin. Indeed.
For sure, for sure.
Don't. Memories hurt.
And that must be the chosen one,
Don't. Memories hurt.
who just repeated the same line
That makes sense.
3 times in a row.
Yeah, and from the very brief research I did, I don't believe that the child is evil.
Yeah, I've kind of picked up on that too. It seems like there's just like this really weird misguidance that happened.
Well, it's like I don't know how the other happens, but his other is suffering. So like, I don't know if that's part of him or,
Always come.
but whatever that is the evil thing.
So will you. I can't stop them. No one can.
Fujin, I did tell Michael that his profile picture on Bumble was a thirst trap.
Living things. Like, if you consider these things to be not living, then yeah, that seems to be the case.
I would highly encourage all of you to go read the summary on otherside.fandom.com because it is trippy. There's so many nouns flying everywhere.
I'm just here for the gameplay. I mean, I'll probably look into it just because it doesn't seem very accessible within. There's like a glossary in the game, so I guess I shouldn't say it's not. Like, obviously that information came from the game.
Right.
It's just not necessarily as accessible.
Kryptonite is right though that the daughters are part of Mother. They're not as separate. They're not separate beings.
That's why it's called germinating.
Oh right, like spores.
Yeah.
Shred them down.
You can find her.
Feel free. Fujin lives in Britain, right? Is that correct? Okay.
No mercy.
You're a tea consumer. I am a tea dumper, I guess.
Yeah.
If that's what an
That's right
American
in front of
is.
me. I'm not gonna stop you.
Don't.
What else has Michael told you about me? I'm gonna be honest, I think that's about it that I remember.
Memories hurt.
He introduced everyone in the Discord like a very long time ago, and I have pieced together some of those things, but a lot of what he told me about each of you, I do not recall.
That's fair.
But that's okay because I've gotten to know you.
Don't. Memories hurt.
Did he say anything about our Minesweeper history? Were you guys talking about Minesweeper the other day? Or was it a coincidence that you were talking to him and playing Minesweeper?
I think that might have been a coincidence. I've been playing a lot of Minesweeper lately.
New horrors must we
Yeah, Fuji and I played a lot of Minesweeper as well.
Got it.
Maybe I'll take a segment of the stream and play some Minesweeper, because I've got so much Minesweeper to show you guys. Rematch? We could do a rematch. It was, I mean, it was your first stream, right? Was a Minesweeper stream?
He said his first stream was that one IO game. With the
Did we do Minesweeper? Yeah, I do remember that. Agario. Or Agario, as some people say. I do remember that. I thought we played Minesweeper on that stream as well, but that was like years ago, so I don't know. I don't remember. It's slipping. It's been that long? I mean, I think it's been about 2 years. As long as stream for the browser game.
I miss browser games so much. Like, I want to stream Pop Tropica.
Not heard of that one.
You've not heard of Pop Tropica?
No.
Wow.
Are there things that you haven't heard of? Have you heard of everything? Have you heard of every browser? Is there a single
I have a Bachelor's of Arts, which means I've heard of everything.
Do you know Splix?
Yes.
How do you play Splix? What is that one like?
You take sticks.
No. You haven't heard of Splix?
Bachelor of Arts game. I have a Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy and Religion with a minor in Classical Studies. What is yours then?
It is done. But what falls today may rise again tomorrow.
I'm wondering if I should just go.
Are you a classicist too, Fujin? This is all based on Plato. I swear to God, this is all based on the Platonic forms. All the nouns everywhere, the memory, the recollection. English literature. I was just telling Michael that I can't watch anything based on Beowulf because I haven't read it yet and it'll spoil it. I have mixed feelings about Plato. Be weaponized. Is there like a set amount of days? Like
Yes.
How many?
It's at the bottom. It might be different depending on the era, but it's like what? 7? It's a week.
So like the end of the game is making it to the end of the week?
It's not the end of the game. So there's a boss fight at the end of the week, and I actually can fight it early, but once you beat a boss, you go on to the next era. So I'm on the 3rd era, called the Broken Beauty. I don't think I can't remember if I've actually fought this boss yet.
And there's 4 eras. Is that right?
Huh?
Are there 4 eras?
I don't know.
Because I saw that there were 4 main bosses.
It's probably 4 then, yeah.
There's a lot of philosophy and mythology. Oh, a fellow mythology
The Beowulf movie is pretty sick.
nerd
So is the soundtrack.
on top of pure text study. We're gonna be friends, I can feel it.
Should I just try the boss? Well, I should probably... I don't think I have... Yeah, I don't really have full builds yet. Also kind of close to leveling up. Some people. There's a memory that gives you... And I love pairing it with sidestep. It like gives her like 400 defense for a period of time. So she'll sidestep and then become invincible. I love that.
Forgive me, are memories consumable?
Kind of. They're not like consumable, but they stay equipped. They last the whole run. You equip them 2 skills, and they stay equipped.
Okay.
But you can't unequip them and keep them.
I see.
So
no, but you can't
but
just do
no,
whatever
but
with
yes,
them.
yeah. And I have not really been assigning them yet.
How is your name spelled? Michael, would you like to spell your name for them?
Ma.
That was a joke, I'm sorry. It's Ellie.
No, to spell my name. Critical damage 15.
I'm significant to you? I'm honored. The Phineas and Ferb guy is 100% the best part of TikTok and the only thing I miss. I am Fujin's significant other. I'll take that. How forgiving is the economy in this game? On a scale of Path of Radiance to Radiant Dawn.
Closer to Path of Radiance than Radiant Dawn.
Okay.
These rescue missions are pretty tough. I guess I can try it. They're just tough.
And I guess that comes with the inherent risk of like genuinely losing one of them.
Yeah.
So it's not.
Now I can lose one of them because the rescue missions are the things that give you the ability to bring someone back to life.
Mm.
You have not creeped me out at all. Not at all. But you may leave if you'd like.
An ineffective wage slave. Do I sense a comrade? Good luck, Fujin. It was nice to meet you again, kind of.
See you later. I'll try to stream more. We'll see. I don't know.
I'm having a good time. I might make you stream more.
Okay, please.
So I can talk to them.
Try.
Okay.
See if it works.
I mean, I will set it up and set you in the chair if I have to.
So this one lets me bring 4.
We must prepare to pay any price.
Sleep well.
Joy will walk these streets again.
That screech is terrifying.
I do really like the environment design. Like, I wish I could parse more of it visually because it seems really interesting.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious if you'd like it on a better screen. I mean, you saw it on the Steam Deck the other day, was it?
Well, honestly, the Steam Deck screen is, like, pretty small, too.
Yeah.
Hard for
Maybe
me
like
to...
the big... Sometimes I play it out there on the big TV.
Yeah. I would like to see that.
I'm sure you would.
did not know Fujin was a classicist. I have found my fellow.
That was a terrible turn.
You have a
Terrible.
new friend, Michael.
Huh?
You have a new friend.
I do? Oh, hey, that's a hyper flame, right? Right? The same person? I think so. Oh, what's up? I'm planning on giving a free copy of the game, sweet. But nobody has requested to participate yet. So let me know if you're interested in getting this game, because you'd be the only one on the list as of now.
Now that wasn't nice.
One thing that's kind of annoying is you can't walk through your allies. You have to walk around them.
That is pretty annoying.
It's just, yeah, it's just stupid. Watch more? Yeah. Sure. A lot of people aren't the biggest fan of like the grayscale. Like the only colors you're gonna see are black, white, and red. So. Bruh. Bruh.
I've heard that France is the new, one of the new powerhouses of video game design.
Hmm.
I believe, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Arcane, which obviously isn't a video game, but is based on a video game, came out of a studio from France as well. This is really a dead zebra moment, Kryptonite. You're right.
They come. They always come.
That is the intelligent answer. That is correct. Are there any other Psychopaths fans in the Discord?
Not that I remember.
It's too bad. Or a communist orca.
Romeo's the only one I can think.
I didn't know Romeo liked Psychopaths. That's great.
I mean, I showed it to him.
And the movie was really good.
I could not protect them all.
But Romeo's a very busy man. I doubt he's seen it. And as everyone knows, Barbenheimer is more important right now.
Yeah.
Memories hurt.
I don't think he's heard of the new movie. The new Psychopaths movie.
Well, honestly, it's a miracle that we did.
Don't.
If I literally hadn't been looking up movies, which I never do, we wouldn't have known.
I don't understand why I keep missing. I have missed every single attack. Like, every single attack I've missed at least one of my hits. Getting very annoying.
I mean, I don't think I even remember how to live with consequences, Michael. Now that I use save states all the time, I don't even know.
Thank you.
No mercy.
Well, this game doesn't have save states. So. Guiding moment.
I can't stop them.
This is going relatively well. These rescue missions can get really out of hand.
Be caught in regret.
Is there permadeath? So the game expects you to get game overs, and your units are expected to die. You can bring them back in between. You can, like, you get a game over. You start a new run. You can bring back characters from previous runs. It's hard to get. It's hard to get attached to specific characters, but I do have like a main 3. And you can like rename them and stuff. So there is permadeath within a specific run, but it's not entirely permanent because you can bring them back. I did that, sorry. I unplugged our headphones. Yeah, it's a roguelike. Don't mind if I do.
Shred them down.
I cared for them.
You can choose to take 2 actions, but it will delay you further in the timeline. Pretty cool.
Ark is here.
Hey Ark, what's up? It looks eerie. It is very eerie, yeah.
Shadowrun Hong Kong.
Never heard of that. I'm assuming it's on Steam.
Exquisite.
Who's that spoke? I never really know. There's the mother and there's the child. And
I think you meant me, Michael.
huh?
I think you meant me.
Oh, that's my girlfriend. That's Ellie. You might have seen her in the Discord as Pork Cutlet Bowl. I'm so stupid.
I was gonna let you go on though because I thought
Were
that
you?
was
Yeah.
funny. Nice to meet you, Ark. I've never played Resident Evil. I'm really bad with horror. I love horror, but I'm really bad with it. But I am a bisexual woman, so I feel like I have to play for Lady Dimitrescu
A bitter
at some point.
They will bleed for it. So will you.
So far nobody has opted in to get a free copy of the game, but I plan on picking somebody at random at the end of the stream. if there's anybody that wants the game. But obviously, could be that nobody wants the game.
I just have all the Fire Emblems to get through.
Yeah, there's so many.
So, also, Kryptonite and Audible Gasp, Flame. If you are fans of Lady Dimitrescu, I've heard that Diablo 4 has quite a woman in it as well. I think that counts as Arc signing up.
Never mind. Okay, I will sign Ark up as the first, and if the only, then he gets it. But I'm not a Lady D fan. I have no idea who Lady D is or what Lady D is.
Tall, big boobs. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
She's not my personal type, but I just, she has a hat. That's the most important part. How can you resist a woman in a hat?
The veil grows weaker, his power stronger.
I'm gonna squeeze right past you.
Flame's like my favorite video game character of all time, wears a hat. I really wish I could narrow it down. But I don't think I can even make an educated guess. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is Mario.
A bitter victory.
That is some good detective work, Kryptonite.
It will reap what suffering has sown.
Yeah.
That's fair, I probably should have guessed that. I don't actually know who that is, though. I can't see.
Yeah.
I can't from here. Tohutina. Tohotina? Does that mean anything to you?
Toho is... I know Toho is Audible Gasp's favorite video game franchise. And I think it's bullet hell genre. But I know almost nothing about it other than he likes bullet hell games. And Toho. That is the extent I know.
Cool,
So
thank you.
feel free to fill in the gaps.
Canvas.
Bullet hell with awesome music. I forgot about the part where I had awesome music.
How dare you?
Yeah, my bad.
We haven't heard the theme song yet, but it was playing earlier, the theme song for this game, Othercide.
Yeah.
And I told Michael it sounds like Evanescence meets Lana Del Rey. It's actually pretty good. And I like the ambiance.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good OST. If not a little minimalistic.
The boss music is awesome in this game. Like this music intentionally tones it down, and then you get to the boss fights and it's just taking more damage. I don't more damage than I want. It's upsetting.
Flawless.
Well, I don't want to celebrate too early, but I think I did this with no casualties.
I was literally thinking that earlier, Kryptonite. I was literally thinking that. They showed up for the ambiance. Also, yes, these do look a lot like the Silent Hill enemies.
Ah, that's annoying.
They will bleed for him. So will you.
That's really annoying. I should have killed him. Oh my god. Heather's like my main character too.
Every time I've seen you playing, I've seen Heather.
She's really good.
Striking.
Fuck off, dude. Like it's not that much damage, but it's annoying. And like that was more damage.
It's like
and
a
that happened
chihuahua
twice.
biting your heels.
Oh my god.
Except it's a fleshy spider.
It was a really frustrating ending.
I do
Listen
hear
to
that. I hear the Edelgard in Heather. Are there any hardcore Edelgard stands
Won't like
in your
that.
server?
Not at all.
I'm sure there are.
Other than me?
She comes
I
ever
can't
closer
necessarily
to
think of
what
them.
I was. Together, you are stronger.
I don't know what you did, but I get the feeling something really dark just happened.
Now I can resurrect a daughter from a previous run. Which, unfortunately, I only have 3 daughters that are... I guess Amy would be the best one to bring back. But she's level 7, which, like, is the, like, when I germinate a new daughter at this point, I have a remembrance that they start off at level 7. So, everyone in this graveyard or the cemetery is pretty much worthless. But she does have a bunch of traits, which is helpful.
Yeah, the post-time skip hairdo is amazing, as well as that T-length dress, the like T-length ball gown. I love Edelgard's aesthetic. Unfortunate about the hair and the reasoning behind the hair, but it's sick as fuck.
So I brought Amy back. I might just sacrifice Amy to Joy, though.
Casual,
Joy's HP.
as you do with your daughters.
Yeah. I think I'll do that. Great suggestion.
Remember their courage.
Sedith is my favorite character,
Births
but
of
Edelgard is a close second. I just realized everyone in this crap.
Probably. How dare you?
It needed to happen.
Yes, it did. Remember, I've done that a couple of times. Yeah.
I am gonna go to the bathroom and
Okay.
imbibe more substances.
Okay. Slept at 8 a.m. Woke up at 7 p.m. Yeah, I've been there. I've been there a couple times. It feels like the natural order of things. Maybe I should get a night job.
Give life to our daughters. Please, guide her well. Now, unleash her on any who stand in her way.
You have to push the door in a little bit. The handle's weird. Like after, yeah. No, I hate it.
Figure out what that meant.
Yeah. Goth girls? I mean, yeah. What do you think? Do they count as goth girls?
Goth girl is more of a spiritual identification than a visual one. IMO.
You say IMO out loud?
What the fuck up? Like, I just don't know that I can look at a gunslinger and think that that's goth.
Soul Slinger.
I'm sorry, soul slinger.
That you're telling me that's not goth?
It's in black and white. I mean, goth started out as a music subculture, so if I can't imagine them at a goth concert, then no, I don't think they're goth.
But what about the soundtrack of the game? Like, that's the music they're listening to. Is that not close enough?
That is literally not goth.
Is it close enough?
Have you ever heard goth music?
No.
It's rock.
Wait till I get to a boss fight, and then
Okay,
then see what your opinion is. And I'm not saying that's goth, but just wait.
Okay,
And
I
then
will
we'll
suspend
have-
my opinion.
Yeah.
Does goth originate from Tolkien's Gothmog? I think goth comes from Gothic, as in the Visigoths. But I'm assuming Tolkien was also a linguist, so I'm assuming Gothmog came from Visigoths.
So a mutual
As well.
a mutual etymology.
Yes,
probably.
I forget what those words are called. Conjugates?
I didn't assign them skills, or I didn't assign her skills.
Tolkien was hella goth. Tolkien was metal as fuck.
Shred them down.
If I stream, I think the thing I would want to stream first is Subnautica. Because I want to play it again, but it terrifies me to do by myself. It terrified me the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard about the sequel to Subnautica. I forget what it's called now. Below Zero. Subnautica scares me more than Resident Evil. Yes, and there's an evolutionary reason why. Because according to Vsauce, who I know is fallible, one of the fears that we are just simply not capable of extracting from our tiny mammalian brains is the fear of being in an environment where we cannot get oxygen and where carbon dioxide is building up in our blood. And probably the most obvious environment in which that happens is the ocean.
Makes sense.
I'm terrified of drowning kryptonite. I 100% agree.
Wasn't nice.
Stop missing.
Shred them down. What new horrors must we face? The veil grows weaker, his power stronger.
From what I read about the lore, the veil is also something, like, that's like capital V veil,
Mm-hmm.
and it's something important, but I don't exactly understand it.
I don't either.
I think it has something to do with the divide between unreality and reality. And, like, suffering is allowed to be an unreality, but not in reality.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my take on that. I think that's a great question.
One that I do not know the answer to.
I feel a kindred spirit in you, Kryptonite, because I am also incapable of setting aside these questions. My ex called me a lore whore. Respectfully.
I wrote that down.
You know, Kryptonite, to me, it kind of looks like they're floating in the air on, like, an island mountain in the air, in the sky. But I could be wrong about that. There is a lot of water.
I revel in her strength.
I swear if you miss. Okay.
Nice.
She comes ever closer to what I was.
I don't have enough daughters. I'd only be able to do.
Suffering manifests
I'd only be able to bring 2 daughters if I germinated more. You know?
So what is the solution?
Going to the next day.
Okay,
I just couldn't finish the last synapse.
gotcha. Synapse. Is that like the official term?
For each battle, yeah.
That's so cool. That's on theme. I appreciate that. I wonder why we as humans find like discordant sounds creepy.
I don't.
Okay, would you like to enlighten me?
You said you wonder why?
Yeah.
I'm saying I don't wonder why.
Oh.
I'm saying I know why.
Never wondered that.
Not really.
Interesting. Like, you know, the what is it, the devil's interval?
Tritone?
I don't know, is that the devil's interval?
Yeah.
Why does it sound devilish?
I know it's exactly half an octave.
Terrifying. Maybe there's sounds that are more natural. You know, that's interesting now that you mention that, because I'm trying to think of if I've ever heard clashing chords or clashing notes in nature. I mean, I'm sure it exists, but I don't know, there could be something to that. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say large metal boats are nature. Although I was thinking the other day
They understand is destruction.
that if you don't think about like things that are man-made and things that are made by nature is all that different, right? Because we're part of nature. That a car is every bit as natural as an apple.
Art paints a picture of unease.
Just springs from the universe through a series of
Or just as
unfortunate
natural
events.
as like a bird's nest.
Yeah. I think the noises a boat makes are not intended by humans, so they kind of come from nature. Interesting. I think there's a fine line because actually I'm not sure there is a line is what I mean to say, because like, you know, I think it's pretty obvious that nests that birds make are natural and that houses that people make are unnatural, at least in the way we conceive it. But like, what about when chimpanzees use tools? I think the intent to be unnatural is important. Interesting.
A bitter victory.
I'm gonna have to think on that. Michael, what do you feel about the level designs?
They're pretty good.
I like that they don't seem terribly linear, but they're not like confusing.
Fuck. Oh my god, this is terrible.
Shove Strad.
No shoving. Only intercepting.
That guy's walk is so goofy, it's kind of cute. Like, look at that, he's just scrambling.
He's trying to kill me. He's trying to kill my daughters.
Yeah, but he's just scrambling to do it.
Aha. Wait,
Or was that you or them?
didn't attack. I thought he was gonna attack.
How foolish my fears. A bitter victory. Shred them down. What new horrors must we face?
I do wish they had more voice lines. The voice acting is really good.
It's just the same lines over.
Yeah.
I could not protect them all.
God, that attack is awesome.
Don't. Memories hurt.
The range on these units.
Don't.
Pretty wacky.
Memories hurt. They will bleed for him. So will you.
Stand back or be caught in regret.
Did you see these guys in Elden Ring? Funny, I did compare some of these monsters to Dark Souls the other day.
Exquisite. Flesh is its canvas.
That's weird.
me no pleasure. The veil grows weaker, its power stronger.
Nice.
Take your medicine.
My daughters, what has suffering done? How foolish my fears. How foolish my fears.
Don't. Memories hurt.
A bitter victory.
Don't. Memories hurt.
There's like paintings in the wreckage. Like go up left.
Like that?
Left.
Well, it does look like a thing.
In the
Oh, yeah. There are there's some even cooler maps that have paintings. Maybe we'll see.
I could not protect them.
yeah, I agree, Kryptonite. There's like definitely some quasi-religious elements, which I found interesting. I'm so sorry.
Exquisite.
Don't. Memories hurt.
That sucks. Bruh, what? Oh, that's really bad. Clementine has just taken way too much damage. I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat this boss, to be honest. And by boss, I don't mean the character I'm fighting, I mean the boss of the era.
How foolish my fears.
What day are you on?
Which era?
Which day?
Which day? 5 now?
So
Or
it's coming
might
up.
maybe on 4.
I was that kind.
Though the danger passes, we must prepare for the next.
I could challenge the boss now. I think Heather's right about to gain a level, so like I
This
kind of want that extra level. I'll see what good enough.
Just realized this is very fitting for Barbenheimer opening weekend.
I wouldn't know.
A bunch of women in a dark, depressing.
Our daughters ache to battle the next nightmare.
I heard that Oppenheimer got an almost close to perfect critic score. I definitely want to see that.
We must break the tie that binds the child to suffering.
I'm gonna do it. Keep seeing things about memories. Yeah, it's pretty, I mean, almost everything in this game is focused around memories,
Sacrifice before the
plot-wise.
We were talking earlier, Ark, about how, according to the official lore, so the relationship between the child and suffering is the same as the relationship between the mother and memory. So it's somehow part of her identity. And that each of the daughters is a recollection of the mother's past.
Don't. Memories hurt.
I'm gonna be honest, Ark, I do not understand. This lore is extremely esoteric. I think it's just meant to evoke sort of disquietude in you more than to actually intellectually stimulate you. That's 100% possible. A very powerful figure called the Mother. Almost never a good sign.
The song is very different from the other boss fights.
It's interesting that they have these like others crucified on these pikes. Who did that? Did we do that? Vow of chastity.
Guess this is a safe spot. That's what I mean about the chaining of that attack. The order of events is very interesting.
Mm.
Boss has so much HP. Cat appeared and he's cheering for you. Awesome.
Mm.
I think I might win now.
I just found a picture again of my cat when she was a baby. I'll put it in the Wholesome Memes channel. Is Ark's cat named Miklo?
Hmm?
Is Ark's cat named Miklo?
I think so.
That's
That
so
sounds
cute.
familiar.
Pet the cat for us all.
Oh my god. Stop attacking! Oh god. I just dealt so much damage this turn. That was satisfying. Phase 2. I guess.
We had to get my cat one of those time-activated bowls because she would wake me up at like 4 a.m. She was ready to feed.
What the fuck is going on?
You killed the boss.
Except I didn't.
Nope, it's all done. You did it. The end.
You will not fool me.
I thought I could bear witness to the child's soul. My heart bled for the girl who rotted abandoned in the cellar. I lived her pain, what suffering put upon her. Her descent transformed me, forced me to grow
Booty.
and birth a new daughter.
Man after my own heart.
The veil grows weak, his power stronger.
Oh, that's not good. I was hoping it would just be 4-on-1. That is terrifying. Oh my god.
So this is the nun. Is that what I'm gathering?
I don't think so.
Just kidding.
Who's the nun?
The maid?
I don't know.
This song sounds almost optimistic. It's really beautiful.
Oh, it's my unit.
The
I
one
got
with
it.
the
I got
scythe?
it. I got it for huh?
The one with the scythe?
Yeah. And it's a new unit type. A scythe dancer.
Hmm.
Interesting. I thought there was a fourth unit type because I saw a silhouette of a fourth unit type. And I'm like, is there a fourth unit type? And I guess I just unlocked it. That's really interesting.
Makes me think of Ruby's scythe. In fact, this all makes me think of Ruby, not just the music. Providence. Michael! He's named Providence.
I'm more. Couldn't get the amount of. I don't know what's going on. Fuck. Heather just died.
Shit.
I'm probably gonna lose this. This is not looking great. I'm just giving him more armor. It's hopeless. That put everyone in range. That's not what I thought was gonna happen. Fuck. I needed Heather to keep the boss's armor in check. So the boss's armor just keeps climbing at this point. What? What just happened? This is gonna take a miracle. God. Oh. It might still be possible, but this is
It's really
this is getting
close.
really intense. Okay, that's awful. fuck. Alrighty.
That is so close.
Is so close. 3,000.
You can do it. I
really-
believe in Providence.
I really don't know. I think I'll can't do it this turn. I need to survive one more.
Providence still has a good chunk of her HP bar.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a really good chunk. Clementine will die, but
Most likely.
can't have everything.
Alright. See. I think I lost.
Oh my god, she's still alive. This is nerve-wracking.
No, there's no.
That was really close, though.
It seems to happen a lot with these boss fights.
Yeah. Well, you did go to the boss fight 2 days early, right?
Yeah, I don't know that that would have helped me though.
Hmm.
Like taking the extra days, because there's just more opportunity to lose HP, and I don't
see.
have anyone to feed my higher leveled units. Those are covering HP, so more grinding is necessary.
Part of the process.
I'm sorry I could not help as much as I wished.
Well, I really like Providence.
Yeah. I wonder if I keep that unit type. I probably do.
Suffering is the law. We failed the child. We have lost. We have nothing more to give. So we begin.
Reminds me of Infinity Blade.
I don't know what that is.
As far as I know, it's still iOS exclusive, but it's a game where you like replay the same basic short story over and over, trying to kill the boss.
Sounds fun.
You don't. I mean, presumably you do eventually, but I never did.
Mm-hmm. So, by losing, I get a bunch of shards, and I can activate all of these remembrances, which just... I wish it would keep them checked from whatever I had checked last time. It's kind of annoying. You have to recheck them every time. And you can skip eras that you've already beaten. I can start on era 3, or I can start back from the beginning, which is kind of nice.
Is that conducive to grinding?
Yes. Yeah, this game is super grind. It's meant to be grinded. And it's nice that you have the option of skipping the era or replaying them. I think for my next run, I'll probably go back to the beginning, because I need more than just a top 3. I need more people that are useful. Are we done with this game? Not necessarily done with streaming tonight, though I have no idea how many people are here because my Streamlabs is super janky right now. There could be no one here right now and I wouldn't know. Although I assume Ark is still here. 4 people. How are you feeling, Ellie?
Sleepy.
Me too. Well, I didn't see anyone else interested in the game other than Ark. So, probably gonna get Ark a copy of the game. It's really nice. These are probably my favorite remembrances. They let you resurrect a daughter right at the beginning of a run. So I can start off a run with my top 3.
That's awesome.
If I want to.
Right.
I could also save them. Not that there's any benefit if I already know who I'm going to bring back. But I don't know who mows the lawn at 8:30, but somebody's mowing the lawn at 8:30.
That's wild.
And I know Chad can hear it.
It's not your mom, is it?
It might be my mom. That's
I'm gonna go check again.
okay.
Remember their courage.
Oh, Providence starts it. Level 10. Okay.
Totally your mom.
Yeah, I figured. That's why I said, like, this was kind of like the phrasing of the joke was, I don't know who would be mowing the lawn at 8:30. Who else but her? Plus, it's so loud. I mean, I can tell she's going right by the window. So Providence counts. I maintained Providence.
Good.
Though, I don't know that I keep that name. I guess you're already attached to it.
I'm extremely attached.
But I've already seen that name pop up like a dozen times, so I'm like not as attached to it. And I'm probably going to rename her at some point. But I like the idea of keeping around the unit who showed up in that fight, because that's kind of cool. But she starts off at level 10, so that's cool. I'll add her, I'll resurrect her whenever I get another rescue mission.
Well, for the record, I vote for the name Providence, and this is a democracy.
Or I get more than 50% of the representation.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to start another run. I could just do a boss fight. I could skip straight to the boss. It's also, I guess, spoilery. If you want to experience this for yourself. It's not really spoilery though. Like, there's no plot to be spoiled. But there should be a pushover. In theory.
We must prepare to pay any price.
Theoretically.
Theoretically. Hypothetically.
Hypothetically. We should just push him over. The first boss is really hard on your first run though. Like, it's probably not even possible. Without any remembrances.
Here we cut, slice, and skin for study.
I love that line. Here we cut and slice and skin
For
study.
It's so wholesome. I don't know why I'm so tired at 8:30 at night.
one's suffering never end? Impressive. Flawless.
You can't stop progress. The cure will be found.
Ooh, yucky. Ooh, that was some crunching there. This is a pretty cool boss song.
Yeah,
I like it.
turn that shit up. Barely any
Dude, I was
damage.
literally gonna say he's like scratching you.
The thing is, this boss fight was so hard the
I
first time. I
remember.
couldn't even get past the first phase. I couldn't even kill his devotees.
Just another lady or two.
Revenge for the yeah. Group therapy. No one's there. I don't.
Self-medication. This guy's been on TikTok.
Like, did you read it?
I didn't, and then I did.
There's another life. Guard them well.
There's her level up.
He can hide behind his religion no longer. Continue on, or we will never escape
Guy looks
this
like a bed.
convergence in space and time.
Looks like a bed.
Interesting. Didn't see it. Yeah.
We must break the tie that binds the child to suffering.
Ready for another boss fight?
I'm
What
ready
more must we
for this guy with a
sacrifice
bed.
before the end?
The built-in bed. And I want to hear his song.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing this for. So you can tell me it's not goth music.
Oh, I forgot about that debate. I mean, that last one was rock, if not goth. Ooh, that's yucky. I didn't love that.
I was a fan.
Sounded like a pig.
So this was the boss that I lost to when he had like 100 something HP left.
This is the one that you showed me.
Yeah,
I remember.
I'm still mad about that. Now this is revenge. God, I love it. It's 3 attacks per attack.
He never
I can do this, like, this is gonna kill him, like, it's not even... I had way more, too. Like, I'm only halfway done with Desiree's turn, and that killed.
Jesus.
You can't even... Yeah, that was pretty brutal.
Memories once locked away from us.
So this game is really satisfying. I like it a lot. What do you think?
I don't know that I would like it just because of the visual design, but I enjoy watching it
Despite the visual design?
despite the visual design. The deacon. You know, I'm a slut for some blasphemy.
I mean, I could also just go straight into the third boss that I just lost at. Like, I can...
We descend into
I
the
could just
cellar
try again, you
Yeah.
know?
and deeper into his pain.
And I might... I just don't have very many memories. That's, like, the problem. You know? I have more HP. And Heather gained a level.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
I could die again.
Yeah, and then you just do it again.
We must break the tie that binds the child to suffering.
As long as I get a 5th unit to show up again during the second phase. I think that
The
probably
only
happens every
language
time.
They understand is destruction.
Interesting way to just generate a bunch of level 10
that'd
units
be
to
kinda
resurrect.
broken.
I
don't
think
know if it does that.
after I beat this fight, I probably get a remembrance that brings me up to level 10 by default. Like, it keeps happening. Like, it was, of course, level 1, and then it was level 3, and then, like, level 7.
Death was
And maybe level 4 and then 7.
Those are some moans.
Those are.
Don't. Memories hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, my back is just killing me.
This guy's AoE attacks are just ridiculous.
You can hardly call it an area of effect when the area is the entire fucking map.
It's an area.
I do really like this song though. Like, I missed this. It's
You didn't like this one?
No, I do really
Oh, you
like
do.
it.
I thought you said you didn't, and then you said you missed it. So
No,
I was confused.
I do like
But that makes sense. See, how? That's so not fair. He's already attacking me. I need a better strat.
Do you need a better strat, or do you just need higher level units?
Both.
Enough.
Oh my god!
He's already at half HP, Jesus Christ.
I know, he interrupted my attack. And my main damage dealer's already almost dead. me luck.
I believe in you. Well, I believe in Heather.
Just turned and faced the wrong way.
Yeah, the nun is the maid.
Huh?
The nun is the maid.
Welcome back, Kryptonite.
She's
It's
a
going
maid.
relatively okay. It's just, I don't know. We'll see.
Transfiguration is also a Christian.
I can't really hear you.
Transfiguration is also a Christian term. Interesting.
Interesting. I'm not sure that's intentional, but I'm sure someone could make the argument for that.
If it is, I would say it's the most accurate representation of Alzheimer's I've ever seen.
In a video game?
No, just ever.
Ever.
You're gonna meet my grandma tomorrow who has Alzheimer's and got married in January. It's very cute.
I really don't like that skill. I never know when it's active. I'm not paying attention to it, I guess.
A goth girl named Spleen. That's hilarious. Well, they are nouns.
I didn't get the 5th unit.
Yeah, I feel like that would kind of be OP. So you're doing much better this time.
I am?
Like, it's good. This is going well.
I'm pissed off at how Desiree died, I'll be honest.
Pick herself up by her bootstraps, am I right?
Yeah. So is it vow of chastity? Is that the thing that's telling me every time? Might kill here. What the fuck? That made no sense. But I'm definitely gonna kill.
Good job.
Thanks. All thanks to Abel. Definitely not a Fire Emblem character. Like I went through like almost the entire week on that first run, but then just went straight to the boss.
I know, that was a big
And I only
difference.
had 4 instead of 5 units. The game is like that. Defeated the maid. Okay. I'll stop the stream here.
She taught
It was so nice to meet you
me what
all.
is love.
Yeah.
I hope I will be invited
She
back.
showed me what is lost. She died for me.
What is loss? Is this
She
loss?
died
I was lost in the room with us right now.
to bring her back, and you killed her again.
Maid to her friend the child.
We must venture into darkness to shed light on an innocent soul.
Don't mind me. I'm just sending you the game arc. Or I forget. Maid has been unmade. That's exactly what happened. Exactly. So I can't go to the boss now because you have to get to, there's a mini boss icon in the middle of the week. Once you get there, you can skip ahead to the boss. And then you get to remember, no, it's not actually remember, it's, you can just skip to that boss at any time.
It's an enforced pacing.
Yeah. But I could do next recollection and just like start a whole new run. Sweet. Yeah, no problem, Mark. I might do that more often just because I have the money and I want to showcase Fire Emblem games. Fire Emblem like games.
Show me the grid.
Show me the grid. If it has a grid, I want it.
I just accidentally dipped my hair into the camera.
Oh.
I didn't realize
Oh, no.
it was mirrored.
I'm like off the camera.
You were way off the
I'm way
camera.
off the camera. That's so awkward. Sorry. So I did unlock some remembrances. one that I assume brings me to level 10 for new units, which is quickly making my main 3 obsolete. Ooh. More XP.
Is Desiree what you renamed Providence?
No,
Oh, okay.
I haven't renamed Providence yet. Remembers what the graph did. You know, yeah. I'm sure this is inspired. I'm sure it's inspired by Souls games. Elden Ring. I don't know when this game came out compared to Elden Ring, but it feels like there's some inspiration there. Game was before Elden Ring. I might have been. I have absolutely
I just
no idea.
saw this, but I don't. Was it 2020?
That would be before Elden Ring. Elden Ring was 22, I think.
I'm not positive that I'm remembering it correct.
Well, that's thematic.
Um,
Thematically appropriate.
You're right. Yeah, 2020. Actually, exactly a week from today was the day it was released in 2020.
Well, the title says "At Her Side." It does.
It literally. Oh my god! One of the inspirations was Claymore.
Oh, it does because I see the semicircle going through her.
Sorry, that is yes. There's a lot of things connecting. Berserk is one of the inspirations, and then also Claymore, that anime that I always talk about.
I need to watch that. I need to watch that.
I really like Claymore.
So it's not even hidden. It's obviously
Yes.
explicitly Berserk.
The other one I don't recognize. Blame. All capital.
Never heard of that.
I haven't either.
Is it a manga only?
No. It was made into an anime in 2003.
Wow.
Runtime 6 minutes each. Episode 6.
Might have to check that out.
Yeah,
That'd be a quick watch.
very.
Yeah, that her thing was probably intentional. It fits so perfectly in there.
I agree.
And then there's Minesweeper Collector, where I have put 42 hours in the past. Recent time frame. Whatever that time frame. Anyway, hope to hang out with you guys again soon. I know Romeo's streaming again. My Nest Weeper. God, it's just I don't know what to stream. I need people to tell me what to stream.
Disco Elysium.
I don't think that's a streaming game. Well, Kryptonite got that.
I
for
know
me.
someone who streamed it.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I would enjoy that more.
By yourself.
Yeah. Eternal Poison is a Fire Emblem-like game. It's quite old. Maybe somebody's heard of it. Only put like one session in. It's pretty fun though. This is just my favorites. I have too many games. Did you ever hear me say that before?
No, never.
Well,
No commentary.
I'll see you guys hopefully, I don't know, maybe in a week.
Dwarf game.
I'll, what?
Dwarf game is always streamable.
It is.
And I can play that now.
You can. Would love to play that with you again, Ark. And Ellie has that as well, so you could play with her. And I got my brother a copy of the game. I don't know if he'll ever play with stream people, but anyway, stay safe. Have a good night. Have a good weekend.